Donald Trump's physical and mental health have been at the forefronts of the minds of American citizens for quite some time now, even though our corporate media, of course, doesn't want to talk about it at all, because if they do, Trump will get mad and cut off their access to him. So they'd rather just pretend that this is the healthiest guy we've ever seen in the White House, even though he fell on the steps of Air Force One this past Sunday, and then throughout the rest of the week exhibited multiple symptoms of severe psychological and neurological problems. But it was that fall on Sunday, on those steps of Air Force One, that really got the internet humming. And it took a while to take off, but once it did, rumors began flying this week that Donald Trump is obviously hiding some kind of very serious physical problem, and internet sleuths are telling us, based on photos of Trump's legs this week, that he could be wearing either a secret leg brace or a Foley catheter, meaning he really has no control over his bladder anymore. And the reason they say this again is because they're looking at pictures of Donald Trump taken this week, the one in the Rose Garden. They're like looking at his legs and like, there's weird things here. These look like they could be leg braces under his pants. That one I don't buy. Like, I didn't see that anywhere in there at all. That's just his pants are slightly baggy in areas and they bunch up. Anybody who's ever worn pants that are not tight knows that happens. That's not indicative of a leg brace. I'm sorry. The leg brace thing, I just don't buy into. But another photo from this past Saturday when Donald Trump was at some kind of wrestling event, this one is weird because this one clearly shows the front of Donald Trump's pants. And boy, I can't say this without double entendres here. There's a bulge in the front of Donald Trump's pants, a little bit lower than where a bulge, you know what I'm talking about, would be. And based on Stormy Daniels' admissions, Donald Trump does not have something in there that we could really confuse for something else. So this photo of him at this wrestling event from Saturday definitely shows there's something in his pants. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make it sound like that, but there's something in his pants that like goes down his leg, which of course is where a Foley catheter would in fact be attached. So there could be merit to the Foley catheter claims. I don't think there's any merit to the leg brace claims. Trump just stands and walks weird because nobody ever taught him how to properly do it. So in response to this, The Independent over in the UK reached out to Donald Trump's spokesperson, Steven Cheung, you know, that cave troll. Like, hey, what everybody's saying he's hiding a medical problem. What do you think, Mr. Troll? And Steven Cheung said this. These conspiracy theories peddled by demented individuals hiding behind social media and now being given a platform by the fake news clearly suffer from a debilitating case of Trump derangement syndrome. These are the same people who have been caught trying to gaslight the American people for years by saying Joe Biden was cognitively fine when in fact he was in much worse condition than thought. The president has been the most transparent president in history, and the recent medical report that was released clearly and unequivocally shows he is in peak condition. So this little goblin is telling us, like, the media was gaslighting us that Biden's okay. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is the specimen of everything a man should want to be. He is in peak physical condition. There is nothing wrong with him, as the medical report that was not actually a medical report. It was a summary clearly showed us. And as I repeatedly say, look at the medication list and you will see this is not a well man. Steven Cheung, I love when he comes out. I love when they ask him for statements because he's always so angry. And maybe it's because he owns a mirror and can see what he looks like every day and is like, I hate it. Because we all do too, man. Trust me, nobody wants to see that. So... And yes, I don't feel bad about making fun of his appearance because he is a deeply horrible human being with a disgusting soul. So he deserves all the mockery and ridicule that we can throw at him. But anyway, he always has the best comments because he is the most angry individual ever. And he accuses the left and the media of gaslighting. And then he turns around and literally gaslights us. That is the funniest part. This man has no self-awareness. He has no intelligence. And he is just the most miserable creature on this planet. And I love anytime he gives a quote. As for the hiding medical problems, I don't know that they're hiding anything with his legs. I don't know if they're hiding anything with his bladder. But what I do know is that this man is clearly suffering from neurological and psychological symptoms that nobody seems to want to talk about. The mental health professionals do. They've been warning us for years. His family does. They've been warning us for years. But the press, and of course people like Steven Cheung, they want you to think that this is just how a normal person is supposed to behave, and we're all crazy for thinking there's something wrong with him. Thanks for watching today, everybody, and don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.